Samsung appears to be on track to unveil its next-generation foldable smartphones this July, and the tech community is already buzzing with speculation. As is tradition, the leaks are making their way online at full speed, offering a glimpse into what we might expect from the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7. This time, the focus is on something that often gets overlooked: battery life. Let's start with the Fold 7. If you were anticipating a leap forward in battery capacity, you might be in for a bit of disappointment. According to recent leaks, Samsung seems to be sticking to its long-standing 4,400 mAh battery, the same capacity used in the Fold 3, Fold 4, and Fold 5. That's 3 generations with essentially no change in this critical area. While it's not a downgrade, it's also not the kind of upgrade that power users may hope for. The story for the Flip 7, however, is slightly more optimistic. Despite its compact clamshell design, the Flip is reportedly inching closer to the Fold's battery territory, with only a 100 mAh gap between the two. That's significant progress for a smaller device, and it could make the Flip 7 one of Samsung's most power-efficient foldables to date. These details come from a certification listing spotted by the Tech Outlook, where 2 battery modules, believed to be for the Fold 7, were shown with capacities of 2,126 mAh and 2,146 mAh. Combined, they amount to 4,272 mAh, which Samsung will likely round up to the usual 4,400 mAh marketing figure. This suggests that while the core battery design remains the same, internal optimizations may still be at play. What's catching many by surprise is how little has changed in the Fold lineup's battery strategy. Once seen as the cutting edge of Samsung's innovation, the Fold series appears to have hit a plateau in terms of power improvements. In fact, if current leaks are accurate, the battery capacity difference between the Fold and Flip models will be just 100 mAh, a surprisingly small gap considering the size disparity between the two. On the production front, everything seems to be proceeding as planned. Reports indicate that both the Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 have entered production as scheduled, with the original timeline pointing to a May start. That's great news for fans eagerly awaiting the official launch later this summer. Interestingly, Samsung seems to be scaling back its expectations for the Fold 7's success. Reports claim the company is aiming to produce only around 2 million units, a significant 40% drop compared to previous Fold models. This move reflects a growing reality. While foldables have drawn attention, they haven't yet become a mainstream hit. Sales have been steady but haven't skyrocketed the way some industry watchers had predicted. Another factor contributing to this more cautious approach may be Samsung's now characteristic conservative design philosophy. Compared to the bolder efforts by some Chinese manufacturers, who are pushing thinner foldables, bigger batteries, and more RAM at competitive prices, Samsung seems content with polishing what already works rather than breaking new ground. Much of this restraint likely stems from the Galaxy Note 7 battery crisis years ago, which fundamentally changed how Samsung approaches battery safety and design risks. And in case you were hoping for a drastically slimmer Fold this year, don't count on it. A rumor suggesting the Fold 7 would be only 8.2 millimeters thick has been debunked by a well-known industry insider with a solid track record on Samsung leaks. The Fold 7 may be refined, but it won't be revolutionary in form factor. All things considered, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 looks to be more of an evolutionary step than a revolutionary one. With production underway, a modest battery story, and a reduced manufacturing target, Samsung seems to be focusing on refinement rather than reinvention. Meanwhile, with ongoing projects like the Galaxy S25 Edge and whispers of a potential trifold phone in development, the company's resources are clearly being stretched across multiple fronts. So the big question is, will users still be excited by an upgraded, but not dramatically different, Fold 7? Or has the moment passed for Samsung to truly lead the foldable race again?